Spencer started out strong, ended with a 4. Now we're going to see the kid from right here in Sauk Center, 3-time world champion. He spanked everybody's butt. Everybody's butt was red after last weekend from gangrene. You know who we're talking about, PJ Wanderscheid. PJ is going to be up against this year's world champion, Matt Scholes. In Matt's hometown and a backyard, PJ did it. Now Matt's saying, okay, I'll go to your hometown. Let's see if I can pay you back. Scholes is 38, 28 is PJ. Also in the mix of this final heat race in round 1, the Country Cat Spectacular, is Brian Busick. Now there's a driver for you out of Winnipeg. You've also got Joe Presta. Nah, I do not know much about him. He's from Dryden, Ontario. He's one of the 2 drivers I'm not familiar with. Smokin' Joe at Fierstead out of Minneapolis. And then, like I said, PJ and Matt Scholes. Smokin' Joe, PJ, Matt Scholes. And then I'll get these names, the new drivers. Of course, Brian Busick, 39, but a lot of traffic in the middle of the pack. This time I'm going to watch the middle. I missed some action in the middle here, focusing in on the leader. The leader, by the way, after 1 is Matt. Matt Scholes and PJ's running 2. Busick was running 3, but he isn't anymore. He falls back to the 4 spot. Can PJ catch up to Matt? Matt drifts high in 4. Look at the opening. Look at the door. And PJ got it on the inside. That's what you could see that developing like a Polaroid. As Matt drifted on 4, PJ got some bite on the inside. PJ and the Country Cat Amsoil with the lead. Matt is running 2nd. Smokin' Joe is running 3rd. Whether it's on a flat track and chop and ice or on an arena setting, PJ's got it. White flag right now, 1 to go. Scholes 2, Smokin' Joe. Busick. And then Joe Presta. Gonna have to learn that number 80 here. Here comes PJ with a win in the Country Cat Spectacular. Matt Scholes 2, Smokin' Joe 3. Joe Fierstead. Brian Busick 4 and Presta 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, fresh off a heat win, your hometown hero, PJ Wanderscheid. PJ, how does it feel to start off the weekend on top right away?
Definitely pretty good. Hopefully you can carry this momentum into the semifinals and then into the feature too.
You know, I was watching the race out there, and like I said earlier, before when we were chatting, probably not the whole shot you were looking for, but they're running a light now. That's a little different than you guys are used to running with.
Yeah, definitely. Usually you have a flag man pulls a flag up from the ice, and was looking for that, and then wasn't looking for the light, which sets everybody off. So I'll be a little quicker on that next time.
You know, definitely a good run for you. I think you were 4th coming into turn 1, and the next time I saw you come by, you were in 2nd, and eventually got Matt Scholes passed and down the straightaway and took the victory. Feel good to beat Matt after a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, if you're competitive with Matt, you're in the ball game here. So, we were right, not where we wanted to be out the whole shot, but to get behind and pass him feels pretty good.
Now, I talked to Matt earlier today, and he commented, you took 2nd to him out at Eagle River, and then last weekend down in Wausau, his home stomping grounds, you got the best of him, and he's looking to get the best of you this weekend. So what's the outlook for you?
Yeah, I'm sure he's looking for a little redemption from beating him in his hometown, but Matt's a good guy, and he's fun to race against, and he's always fast, like I said, and if you beat him or the rest of this field for that matter, you're doing pretty good.
That's one thing to be said about this pro class. It's just not a bunch of guys out there. Anybody can win this. And when you win one of these races, it's something to be proud of.
Yeah, it is. There's 10 guys that can win at any time out there, and you never know who is going to be the quick one. It depends on the certain day. So, it's not easy to win any one of these pro finals. So to get on top feels pretty good.
Good. Now that was pretty cool to see the local guy win. Speaking of local, how nice is this to, you know, I mean, you're what, 4 miles from the shop, half mile from the house. How nice is this to not have to travel? Granted, it saves a ton on expense, but just, you know, on you physically to not have a 10-hour drive and then jump on the sled the next morning to race.
Well, definitely, it's not very fun to sit in a vehicle for 6, 7, 8 hours, and, you know, to be here and have to drive 2 minutes to get at the racetrack's pretty nice. You know, you can sleep in your own bed and you don't have to hurry to get here or back and forth to the motel, and you know, it's a good feeling, and it's nice to have a race close so we can have our fans come out for us.
You know, I was up in the grandstands, and I swear the whole place had 28s on every jacket. It's got to feel good to have that support this weekend.
It is. You know, a lot of our fans don't get to come to our races because they're so far away, and to come home here and especially do good in a heat race, and hopefully, like I said, you know, travel that through the night and the weekend would be pretty cool.
Any sponsors we got to throw a thank you out to?
Oh, absolutely. Amsoil, Hardy Cat, Drift Racewear, Millennium Technologies, V-Force, Country Cat, Cooper Race Engines, you know, Woody's. I have so many great guys on my team, and you know, I got to thank my crew and my new wife Jenny. You know, to have them with every weekend's pretty cool.
Excellent. Now, you threw out an engine builder. How about a chassis builder?
Yeah, it's my brother Mark and Dave here that put these chassis together, and you know, they do an excellent job. And you know, without their help, I never would have got started and never would be this far. That's for sure.
You know, I think that's one of the things that's really cool about your team is, you know, all these chassis are hand built, but most of them are coming from, you know, a Wall or a Rugland or, you know, some of those names, and you know, you guys kind of got the one off.
Yeah, you know, you can change things that we think we need to change, and you know, you're not sharing those secrets with somebody else, because if you're buying it from somebody, chances are if they find something better, they're gonna, you know, give the good stuff to the highest bidder. And you know, we know we learned a lot through the years, and we know what we build is going to be competitive, and we just try to keep improving on that year after year.
Excellent. Good luck to you the rest of the day, and enjoy your weekend in Sauk Center, and thanks for taking some time out with us.
All right, thank you.